It's already broken. You guys have to start over. Someone interrupted the chain. No, guys. You gotta start over.
All right. This kingdom was submitted by Alestin. Alestin is the moderator for the Dominion tournament that happens in real life near Detroit in Ypsilanti, Michigan, at the Yukon Gaming Convention. I've gone there the past 2 years. I've met him IRL a couple times before. He is an evil, evil person, in case you were wondering, and he has no soul, but he's a cool guy. Anyway, this particular kingdom was used for the finals match, a three-player game, at the Dominion tournament this year, which happened about a month ago. It was played by Sharkbait, Robs,
Is it,
and
is it
Antwilk.
supposed to be
What was that?
with shelters and colonies?
Yes, with shelters and colonies.
Okay.
And it was played. I almost qualified for this match. Antwilk and I had to play a tiebreaker match to make it in, and he won by playing better than me. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, Robs won this game in the three-player game, and I believe it's going to play significantly different in two players than it will in three players. But I still think
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty interesting.
Wait a minute. Rob's won a game without Scout?
You are correct. It did happen. I was there. I saw it.
Oh,
I think I'd open Young with Silver, by the way.
Right. Young Witch just has to be a big deal here. I recall a lot of Young Witch Bane openings, but in a three-player game, I think, the Bane has a little more value than in a two-player
Yeah,
game.
a lot more. A
There's,
three-player game, I wouldn't open Young with.
yeah, there's something to be said for not opening Young Witch in a three-player game, but like, then what do you get? You know,
Rich.
Bridge opening, Bridge develop.
Yeah, or maybe even Rich Silver and just go for the count.
Also, I think
Because now this
in
is this is two-player, so you just get the Young with.
I agree. The big thing that's staring me in the face is Procession Grave Robber. There's like a lot of synergy here, and it is really amazing to watch the chat try and spell Dominion like this. This is hilarious.
yeah. The funniest part of it is I didn't really have a prize for them. I was just jacking.
I'll think of something. I'll come up with something because I do not want to stop watching this. Is Mick thinking about opening Procession? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Procession seems to be a theme this set here.
I mean, my big thing with this here is that the draw. I mean, you have to increase your hand size, and you do that with Herald and Advisor. Both of those need a deck that's not full of crap in order to properly function. I mean, Herald wants action density, and Advisor wants
Yeah, but
not
you can get
variance.
a count now, and then that's no problem at all.
Right, so you have to invest in trashing, and that means you have to hit 5, you have to get a count.
Yeah, but Young with Silver is great for hitting 5.
Oh yeah, I tend to agree. If it was me opening this in two-player, I would probably open Young Witch and Silver, which I believe they both did.
Yeah. And now you just get a lot of Herald.
Look at that. They got to the N. The first one.
Where, yeah, but they still failed, right? Oh, the first N. They have a double N in there.
The thing that I remember most about watching this match at the tournament was one person went for Bishop, and so
Yeah, then everybody is happy.
right, everyone was happy. And I think in a three-player game, it's really tough to justify going for Bishop because you enable two of your opponents, and you're really going to win on VP tokens at that point. I don't think so. But in a two-player game, I mean, there might be a place for it eventually. You might be able to create some kind of a deck that grave robs things and then bishops them. Might be possible.
Mick is really ahead here, right?
Mick has trashed, I think, quite a bit more, which is a big deal. I mean, if he can play Young Witch every turn and keep clean, I mean, it's just going to get out of control for him.
The young witch is going to be irrelevant really soon, but the bridges might come in soon.
And then there's the interaction between Band of Misfits and empty kingdom piles that we must consider. So do you trash here? I think you do.
Yeah, but I think you want to keep the necro. Not so much because you like it, but
It is an
he
action card.
changes it. Yeah, if he doesn't, he's gonna draw his whole deck next turn, and then it Herald do nothing.
Yeah, Herald and Procession are your only village here, so that Necro has quite a bit of value.
Well, Herald is a village too. He
Right,
just needs some stuff.
right.
Or he doesn't hit anything.
So
Now
he-
discard stuff.
Yeah.
Mick can discard 2 actions here and guarantee that his Herald
Yeah.
will connect, which I think is the right play. He just has to discard, I think, both of the things that are not Herald and count. Because that way he doesn't... I mean, I think he wants to play count last, right?
Could you go Bishop Grave Robber here?
Did he just discard copper?
Yeah, he discarded Copper and Necro, and then he paid for it.
Bishop Grave Robber is just silly. And I guess it's not totally without merit, but
I mean,
I think there
there
are
are,
faster things.
there are a few different payloads you can have here, but I just wonder if Procession Bridge is faster.
I really like Prince of Herald if you can get up to it.
Yeah, Prince of Anything is amazing, but I think on this board, Herald might be my first choice.
I think now you just want some bridges.
He's got just 1 Band of Misfits, Mick does.
He can get 2 bridges now, right?
If he plays Bomb as a bridge, count for money, and he could still
Yeah.
discard. No, he
You know,
couldn't
you said
discard.
bomb there.
Yes.
I thought you were saying bomb.
Yeah, Band of Misfits, BOM.
I thought you meant bomb the fan card, and
Oh!
I was just wondering like how that interaction would work.
Yeah, it's we're playing with all the variants here. It's so good. Yeah, so he does have to gain the
Apologize.
copper in order to get his things this turn.
Didn't mean to derail. Get back to spelling, guys.
Herald and Bridge.
Yeah, also okay, but I gotta keep for 2 bridges.
So at some point, do you consider picking up a develop to do some more finely tuned trashing here, or do you just rely solely on count for that?
Count is okay. I don't think he's gonna bother with pressing anymore. You deny him the curse now?
Well, if he thinks he's got a count in hand, I think that's the play.
I think you just trash everything this turn.
I mean, that's what DG needs. I think he's not as thin, which is going to be a problem.
Oh, that's DG.
Yeah.
I look away for 1 second, and I'm thinking, wow, that would be a great hand for Mick there if he was drawing all those coppers and curses.
No bigs.
Actually, getting a develop is not that strange. But, well, there are no interesting 6 cards. That makes it a bit... everything costs either 4 or 5, so you can't really use develop to gain cool stuff.
Oh, right, but I mean, at some point, you'll want to be able to maybe trash curses or extra coppers or something without giving up a lot of your turn or something like that.
I think you just want to get a lot of bridges in play and buy more bridges, heralds, and advisors.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think about Prince? Think it's worth it?
Nah, no.
I think
To
Prince could be
answer-
pretty good.
To answer Ellen Chenna in the chat there, Bishop is usually good for trashing your opponent's curses, but for your own, it's usually not the best option.
Again, Herald, Bridge, then, or Bridge, Herald, Herald is also an option. You need to
Oh, he could have
top.
afforded Prince there.
Is it time for a procession?
Prince is just going to be a bit slow here.
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose between the choice of a Prince and like a Herald and a Bridge, I'd just take the Herald and the Bridge.
Yeah.
Maybe if I just hit 8 at some point, I'd buy the Prince, but
I mean, I think it might be a little early for a Prince, just because Herald. It's a little tricky. Herald could force you to play your Prince and Prince something that you don't necessarily want. If bad things happen.
Now we're going.
There's the procession. I do like playing that as a young witch. The curses are almost gone, and you can transform that into something that's much better now.
That's a bit of a lucky draw. I actually think Nick should trash here again.
Yeah,
Not just bridges and then trash.
you could top deck the Necro and then just get out all of your non-action cards.
Yeah, and then he's just going to win the game. There's no reason to do.
He's got 4 Heralds.
Move here, but there's no reason to take any risks anymore.
Right. I think he's very far ahead at this point. He's been able to thin very effectively. And he can still buy a ton of stuff. Herald, Procession, Bridge, Bomb. All of these things are really good.
yeah, it doesn't look like much chance for DG at all. He's eventually going to hit a Bridge Mega Turn or something similar, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
What is in mixed deck? He's got 2 Bands of Misfits, 3 Bridges, and like 6 Heralds. Can he end it this turn? Piles aren't low enough, but he's pretty close. Oh!
I think he just had it.
That's it! We have a champion!
Yep.
He did it!